When you think of Atlanta Falcons' most recent quarterbacks, you might think of Marcus Mariota or maybe even Matt Ryan a little more far back. But if you go a little more far back, you'll find a man that you probably know named Michael Wick. Now, Michael Wick is coincidentally the most love-hated quarterback in the NFL, and today we're going to be going over just why. Drafted in 2001, in the first round with the number 1 overall pick in the draft, Michael Wick would join the NFL. To everyone's surprise, all was smooth sailing at first, with Vick making 3 Pro Bowls, throwing for 10,000 yards, and even being crowned as a top 3 quarterback and known as the NFL's greatest scrambler in NFL history. But one day, all of this would change.
Throwing for touchdowns as the star quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons, now has thrown himself before the mercy of a federal court, admitting in court papers to dogfighting. The 1-count plea to be entered by Vick in Richmond, Virginia, Monday, charges Vick with conspiracy, a charge that could bring as much as a 5-year prison term.
Early 2007, Michael Wick will be interrogated and held against a search investigation in connection to his cousin's supposed drug operation. The police searched, but didn't find drugs and instead found something much worse. Evidence was found of a used Gaga ball pit being used as a dogfighting ring. Later to find out that Michael Wick had been financing every dogfight and using it as a moneymaker, as if he already didn't make enough from the NFL.
News kennels that dogs were raised there to fight, that Vick not only financed the operation, but took part in gambling, and that Michael Wick personally killed underperforming dogs by drowning and electrocution. In his plea agreement today, Vick's lawyers appeared to be trying to minimize the damage, specifically saying while Vick financed the operation, even put up money for purses, he did not bet on the dogs. He did admit, however, to agreeing to the killing of 6 to 8 dogs that did not perform well in so-called testing sessions.
This would result in Vick hosting gambling tournaments and drug selling behind the scenes. If you're looking for more details, Vick would also participate in executing underperforming dogs. That's right, executing a dog, meaning that if any dog was found not willing to fight or looked as a bad fighter by Michael Wick or others, they would be taken out of the ring and personally executed. And if you're looking for the happy ending, you'll be excited to know that Vick was charged with 3 years in prison and did indeed end up facing a sentence for his consequences. However, another bad part to this is that somehow he will be allowed to re-enter the NFL, being reinstated with conditions by NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell on Monday, July 27th, 2009, meaning that if Michael Wick could find another team to play for in the NFL, he could play again. However, as expected, no teams wanted Vick due to his obvious criminal record. And it wouldn't be until a young Andy Reid gave Michael Wick the second chance in the 2009-2010 NFL season to play with the Philadelphia Eagles. Vick would also play his heart out, earning himself a Comeback Player of the Year and his 4th Pro Bowl selection after playing another 4 years with the Eagles. After these 4 years, the Eagles would sadly let Vick go, and he will start to go on a drought with, of course, the New York Jets, who else, in the 2014 season. Vick would only throw for 604 yards, 3 touchdowns, with only 10 games played. Vick would then leave the Jets after only 1 year playing with them, and begin his final season behind Big Ben and the Pittsburgh Steelers, where Michael would only get to start in 5 games, throwing for only 371 yards and 2 touchdowns. After this, Vick would then get shipped back to the Falcons as a respected tribute for retirement, and then in the 2016 NFL season, Michael Vick would call it quits, ending what is perhaps one of the most debatable careers and greatest careers of an NFL quarterback of all time. Let me know what you think of Michael Vick in the comments below, and stay tuned for a future video coming later this week.